What's going on, guys? Salutations, this is Razor13 giving you my Modern Warfare 3 report card on the shotguns in Modern Warfare 3. And to start us off, we have the USAS 12 gauge shotgun, fully automatic. It is the first one that you unlock in game. It boasts the lowest ammo capacity out of all shotguns with only 6 rounds in the magazine. It has the second slowest rounds per minute at 139. It also boasts the lowest long and close range damage out of all shotguns. So this should be pretty obvious. This is a terrible, terrible, terrible gun. Possibly the worst gun out of any Call of Duty ever. It's terrible. Would never recommend this. And I'm going to show you a few clips right here with me trying to use this weapon. This gun is absolutely useless in core, so if you ever want to use this weapon for whatever reason, use it in hardcore, and it is still usually a 2-shot kill unless you're really, really close. This thing only has 6 pellets per shell, so it's not going to do as much damage as some of the other shotguns. And you see this guy right here. I know my accuracy wasn't great and I wasn't hitting him full on, but it still took about 5 rounds to put that guy out in hardcore. So I would never recommend this weapon unless you're a masochist. So let's get on to a gun that is actually usable. Next we have the KSG-12 pump action shotgun. It has the magazine size of 12 rounds. It boasts 163 rounds per minute, which is pretty much in the middle between the 3 pump actions available. It does a 168 close range damage, which is 3rd best, and a 90 damage at long range, which is tied for the 2nd best. This is a pretty good gun, so let's see it in action. It has a less lethal hip fire, but when aiming down sights, this gun is quite accurate and has a longer lethal range than most other shotguns, packed with a very high capacity and a very quick reload when compared to any of the other semi-automatics. This weapon is very effective for close quarter engagements and does not keep you at a disadvantage when it comes to the magazine size as well. So overall, this is quite the good gun. When it comes to hip firing, this is less likely to get the kill, even with steady aim, because it still only shoots 6 pellets per round, but it has a much longer lethality at longer range than most other shotguns when it comes to getting those one-shot kills. So let's go on to the next shotgun. So next we have the AA-12, the magazine size of 8 rounds, boasting the highest RPM out of all shotguns with 400 rounds per minute, does 120 damage at close range and 40 at long range. So this is maybe not as good as it was in Modern Warfare 2, but it's still a pretty good gun overall, but it does have its limitations. So let's look at the gameplay. This is quite the fun gun to use. You know, it's a man's fully automatic shotgun, none of that pussy shit from the USAS. But with its relatively low magazine size, combined with the high fire rate, you're gonna find yourself out of ammo by the 2nd kill, and you're gonna have to be reloading quite frequently because your engagements are gonna be very close quarters, and when your enemies come to get the revenge kill, you're going to be hard-pressed to find yourself in a good position to take out multiple enemies at a time. So you're going to have to take the correct precautions to combat against that. But overall, it is quite the fun shotgun to use. Like I said, with the ammo, you're going to have to make some compensation for that. But with its fully automatic capabilities, it is quite the useful weapon. So let's go on to the next one. Next up we have the SPAS-12. Not as powerful as it was in previous Call of Duties, but still a good gun nonetheless. Gives you 8 rounds and the slowest rounds per minute out of all shotguns at only 127. It puts out 200 damage at close range and 40 at long range, but what this weapon lacks in any category, it makes up for with its long one-shot kill capabilities. So let's look at the footage. While this gun can be good at times, it is fairly inconsistent of a weapon. It's usually putting out 2 shots in order to get the kill, but sometimes at longer ranges you'll be able to get 1 shot. As you can see, that was a pretty close range shot. Took me 2 chances there. I'm rushing around here, and the close range hipfire capabilities of this gun is pretty unmatched. And you see, that's about as long as a one-shot kill as you're going to get, but as you can see, it is quite inconsistent. Overall, a good gun, but the hipfire one-shot kill capabilities is unparalleled. Hopefully, this gun will get better for you as you use it and get the better proficiencies with the gun. So let's move on. Next, we have the Striker shotgun, which in my opinion and in many others is the best shotgun in game. It boasts a 12 round magazine size, which is tied for the highest. It has a 352 rounds per minute, which is second only to the AA-12. Does close damage at 150 and a long damage at 90, which is tied for second best. This weapon has, with the combined power of its fire rate and its long damage output, it is the best shotgun in game. So let's take a look at the footage. This weapon really is the best of all worlds. It has 12 rounds. It has incredible range comparable to the Spaz. It won't do as much damage on range because it doesn't shoot as many pellets per buckshot as the Spaz, but it makes up with that for its incredibly high fire rate, second only to the AA-12, and its ammo capacity at 12 rounds. Aiming down sights with this gun is recommended, but hip firing also has incredible range. So this gun really surpasses all other shotguns in absolutely every single category, and it makes it the best overall shotgun. It won't have ammo for days, but it is definitely the best shotgun out of all those available. So let's go on to the last one in the Model 1887. This lever action shotgun will give you 7 rounds before reloading. It has the 3rd highest rounds per minute at 240 and gives you the highest damage output at close range with 240 and at long range with 160, giving you 8 pellets per shot. So let's see how this is implemented in game. This shotgun is also pretty good. It has a more consistent one-shot kill than the Spaz 12. It has a decent hip fire range, maybe not as good as the Spaz at times, but still better than most of the other shotguns. The lever action takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you master that down, you'll be able to give it its full fire rate that it's potentially able of giving you. I recommend aiming down the sights with this weapon because it'll give you that more consistent one-shot kill at range. It does have a slight disadvantage in that you cannot put any attachments on this weapon. So, say the Spaz with a grip will outdo this weapon in some instances, and it's nothing can be changed with the magazine size or the fire rate. But overall, it's a decent shotgun. And that's pretty much it, everyone. I do give the Striker the best overall grade because it surpasses overall everything to any other shotgun. The AA-12 has a faster fire rate, and some of the pump actions have a better one-shot kill potential, but with the damage of a Spaz and the fire rate almost of an AA-12, the Striker is the best shotgun. I give the Spaz a slight edge over the Model 1887 because you can put attachments on it, either that be grip or extended mags. So that's why I give the Spaz a bit of an edge over the models. The KSG is pretty decent as well. It does have some slight differences with the Spaz, so that really comes up to your preference. And the AA-12 is pretty badass, fully automatic shotgun, as you know, but that play style is limited but where it does not have its limits, it is lethal as hell, and the USAS is totally unusable unless you're in hardcore and you're better than me. But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to give it a like rating if you liked it, and a dislike rating if you did not. Be sure to sound off in your comments below on any of the shotguns and what you would like to see me go over next, and I will see you guys later.